What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is predictions time for Wales versus England, taking place this weekend. Probably, definitely the best game of the weekend. Why I say that is because it's pretty much will give us an idea of who we think will go all the way. If England beat Wales, we pretty much know that they are going to be Six Nations champions. Yes, they've got a few more games left, but it just gives us an idea. They've beaten the current Six Nations champions a few weeks ago. They're going on to beat Wales, who are who are the undefeated team, who've been on an absolutely incredible ride at the moment. So if they beat them, we pretty much got a deal. And what a comeback for England it's been. I mean, last year, as we've mentioned before, wasn't the greatest year for England, as they ended 5th. And now they're getting the opportunity to win it. So what a redemption for England and Eddie Jones. It's been really outstanding of what they've been able to do. And I think the key, before we get on to Wales, has been the leadership. I think Owen Farrell has taken this new role of being the actual captain and done a great job at it. He's taken control of the field. He's led his team very well. He's handled the pressure. He's done great things, which has been absolutely outstanding. Now, although we've only had 2 weeks of Six Nations rugby, it's been an incredible 2 weeks for England. They go on and beat Ireland in an absolutely incredible game where they dominated. They were ahead of the Irish. They got them under pressure and they capitalised on every mistaken opportunity that Ireland made. Then they went over to a very weak French side and they demolished them. It was atrocious to watch, because you expect more for watching French rugby, but unfortunately they're not in the greatest of places at the moment, and England just took them to the absolute next level and completely dominated. And I mean, there's still injuries that they faced. I mean, Maro Itoje wasn't in the squad. You still got Hartley, who's been injured since the start. I mean, there's some big losses in the English squad due to injury, and I think there's rumour has it that Maro might be in. Obviously, when this video is out, there would be the squad already announced. But I think they need to watch out, because they don't want to injure a talent like that. I think Vunipola is injured as well, which is a massive loss for England, because I mean the impact he had for Ireland test, where he was man of the match, was absolutely outstanding. He was brilliant in all fields. But it's an opportunity for the young stars of England to really come up and show up and prove a point, because it's good to also test the fields out, because it is obviously World Cup year, so the more players get tested out, the better. But again, this is a big test, so you want to have your solid squad against a team like Wales, because they are on a roller coaster of a ride at the moment, a great one that is. I mean, they've got 11 games won in a row, which is absolutely fantastic. It's their best record in a decade, and they're really looking strong. Now, against Italy, they weren't the strongest team, but again, they've had third team, so we could look at it that way. But I think Wales will need to really come back after that game against Italy and really show up, because the Italians gave them a bit of a run, and although yes, it was your third team, I think Wales will want to improve and just go that extra mile. When the big boys came on in the second half, we saw an improvement from Wales, and I think obviously they're going to start with the strongest team possible against England, so hopefully that will give them the momentum to do a great job and to put England under serious pressure, because this is obviously going to be one hell of a game. It is in Wales, so Wales have the home advantage, and we all know the crowd is absolutely electric in the Millennium Stadium. I know it's a Principality now, but I'm calling it the History Way, and I think it's going to be absolutely amazing to witness, to watch. It's going to be definitely sold out, and it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams take to the field, because you've got loads of talent in both squad, and I think Halfpenny might be back, so that's a big one for Wales. They've got Jonathan Davies, who's to me one of the best centres at this stage in World Rugby, which he is brilliant, so hopefully he gets in. Jones will be back starting up and probably leading the game, another fantastic player. So there's a lot of talent there that Wales have to take the English to that next level and put them under the pressure they need to be under in order to move forward. I think the main focus point for England at the start was Ireland. They wanted to beat the best team in Six Nations. They did that. Now they moved on to France. They destroyed them, and I think this game is going to be a big focus point for Eddie Jones, because you've got the brain of Eddie Jones and the brain of Warren Gatland gelling together. Well, not gelling together, but gelling for their both respective nations to try and outplay one another, and they'll be thinking of strategies, game plans, weak points for their opposition, and also obviously their strengths, so that they know what to focus on when going into this game. And it's going to be the key. And for me, the key of this game, because I think it's going to be so tough, is the kicking. It's going to be important for either Halfpenny, Gareth Askham, to kick the points over, as well as Owen Farrell. A missed kick could lose you the game, and 100% or 90% kicking could win you the game. We've seen it before, and we could very well see it again. So it's important for both teams to really set focus, capitalize on opportunities, get their procedures in place in order to go that extra mile in the kicking game. We've seen the kicking game lose teams opportunities to go the extra mile to win a tournament or to win a game. So this is going to be an important factor. Defence is going to be key, because the English attacking has been pretty strong. So Wales need to defend well, and same on the other way around. England need to defend well, and Wales need to attack like champions. It's not going to be an easy contest at all. It's probably going to be Wales' first or second biggest contest of the tournament, because they've got Ireland coming up soon as well. So a lot to look forward to and a lot to focus on as we go through. England still haven't played Italy, so there's a bonus point up for grabs there. Wales did not capitalise on that bonus point, and that could also be the key. If Wales win, it gives Ireland a bit of a hope to maybe get back into this tournament if they beat Wales. But the goal at the end of the day is who gets the bonus point against Italy. Scotland managed it, but Wales didn't. So Ireland could, England could still. So that's also going to be the key, getting your bonus points whether you win or lose. Otherwise, that could be the deciding factor that can make or break your opportunity to go to the next level. If we look at the stats of how these two teams have played against each other, last year England beat Wales 12-6. Now remember, that was a weak English squad, and I think that shocked a few of us, because we thought Wales could win that one. Then in 2017, England won again, 21-16, and that was in Wales. Then in 2016, 25-21, another victory for England. In 2015, another victory for England, 16-21, and again in 2014. So the last 5 games, England have been on an absolute roller coaster against Wales, and they've always had their number. The last 5 games, obviously we know England's last loss was against New Zealand last year. Wales obviously on an 11-match winning streak. So it's interesting, the stats. Now, question when you do the prediction here is, do you go to the stats? Do you go to the current form? And I'm going to do it on current form for both teams, because I think both teams are in a great place at the moment. But there is a weakness that worried me, and that was against Italy for Wales. I know it was their third team, so the Wales fans don't go and attack. But if I look at the consistency and the strength in the English squad at the moment, I think they are just a little bit ahead. Now, last time they played each other in Wales, England won. Now, this is the best time for a surprise or a shock win, because of the great form Wales are on. They have a streak to fight for. They're going to want to continue that streak going forward, because that will give them a lot of confidence going into the Rugby World Cup, which is going to make this game so important. And I mean, if you haven't watched my predictions for the Rugby World Cup video, I said these two teams would meet, and again, like in I think it was the quarter final or the third or fourth playoff, but it's just, there's a lot of potential for these two teams, and the possibility of meeting again just shows what important game this could be if all things go the way I thought. So when it gets down to predictions, I think this game is going to start off extremely tight. I don't think we're going to have a high scoring first half. I think it could be quite low, and it will be 3 points in it in the first half. Then we'll get to the second half, and I think it will be starting off that second half going hell for wire and going strong and hard at both teams. I think there could be a lot of hard hits. There's going to be a lot of not a lot of mistakes, but a mistake where an opportunity gets capitalized, and I think that is when England are going to sneak it. Again, I think it's going to be a close scoring game, probably 5 points in it. But I just think at the rate England are going at this point in time, I think they are the definite favourites to win this game. They are on an absolute another level. The rugby they're playing at the moment has been good. And I think if they can move forward, continue that momentum of scoring your points, scoring your tries, they have it in them. I won't be sad if Wales win, because I think they're a great team and on an absolutely incredible roll. And if any time to win a Six Nations Grand Slam or a Six Nations title, now's the time for Wales, and it'll be great for Warren Gatland, as I have so much respect for that man, and I know he's got the willpower and strength and coaching ability to take on this English squad, but they need to really set focus. So anything can happen, but I think it's going to come down to a kicking game and a point scoring game and capitalising on opportunities. So I'm going England by 5, but I think it's going to be an absolutely brilliant game, and I won't be surprised if I sit here for the recap over the weekend or on Monday and say to you, I was wrong. And I'll do so proudly, because I think Wales would deserve a win, but also at the current form England's on, I think they would deserve a win as well. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any future uploads. So much more to come weekend, and I'll see you guys real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.